Hello, my name is AJ. What? I know, literally just AJ. Who would have thought? This is a video on why the Thompson is the best World at War Zombies SMG submachine gun. The Thompson is a submachine gun. That's great. It's great. Because of the nature of COD zombies or COD submachine guns, you move fast. They have good hip fire normally, and they're just decent weapons to go fast and on the move with a decent amount of reserve ammo. The Thompson is kind of bad for multiplayer though. We're kind of already getting into the juices 30 seconds in. But the reason why the Thompson sucks is because the tier list of SMGs normally goes MP40, Papush, Type 100, and then the Thompson. Because the Thompson wasn't as good as any of the other guns in the game. I mean, the MP40 had the fucking stopping power perk with the suppressor, and then the 32 rounds and the 192 reserve. Like, Jesus Christ, that gun was actually fucking busted. And the PPSH with its, 71 round mag and a decent reserve that I don't know what the exact number is. 71 rounds of is like really fucking good, and especially with the not recoil, you could just hip fire the gun. You can just run and gun with it. So good. It's just such a fun and good gun. And then the Type 100 was just that good all-rounder with the 30 round mag, decent reserve, good iron sight, steady recoil and fire rate. It was just an all-rounder that was really good. And the Thompson just wasn't as good as any of the other guns. I mean, it had 20 rounds in the mag, a slower reload than most of them besides the MP40, and its iron sights were just niche compared to all the other ones. It had a pretty bad recoil pattern in my personal opinion, even though it wasn't really any different than any of the other ones. But the gun just wasn't as good. Excuse me. Now, here we start getting into the base, the juiciness. It's better in zombies, kind of. I'll get to why it's better in a minute. But in zombies, it's always in a decent spot for a wall weapon, because wall weapons, sometimes they can be in bad spots, and so they never get used, even though it's a good wall weapon. The Thompson Pack-a-Punch has a 40 round mag, maybe 50. I'm not 100% on that. And it gets 250 in reserve. That's why I think it's the round mag or 30 round mag. I don't know. Don't throw at me. And its name changes to the Gibbs-O-Matic. If it's a reference, I don't get it, but I assume it is because most World at War gun names when Pack-a-Punch are a reference. Now, it's just not as good as any of the other submachine guns because the MP40 the MP40 with the 64 round mag and 192 in reserve, it beats Thompson out of the water with better damage, fire rate. It's just better, pretty much, even though it's a bad wall buy spot. And the PPSH in the box with 115, nice reference to Element 115, in the magazine with 700 in reserve. That's a lot of ammo. That is a lot of ammo. It's not a wall buy, but it's still a submachine gun. That's a lot of ammo. You won't need a wall buy for you won't need ammo for 3 rounds if you get a max. That with an SMG, or excuse me, an LMG is a great combo. Just get like a Browning and a PPSH, which is run and gun with the PPSH, and then sit on catwalk with Browning whenever you're low on ammo. I mean, that's like the best strat. And then the Type 100 with a 60 round mag, 360 in reserve, and just everything was better than the Thompson. I mean, even all the iron sights, all the reloads besides the MP40, it was all just better than the Thompson. Everything was just kind of better. And the gun was mediocre in that game. Like, it was a good all-rounder, but it just wasn't as good as something like the Type 100. And here we get to why the Thompson is the best one. The Thompson was buffed by convenience. I heard a piano, and I'm not sure if I'm haunted or not. I can't really tell. I might have been church bells. But the Thompson is saved by convenience in this game. Because you go to Nocturne Toad, and you get a car 98k, you get like 2,500 points. You open the first help door, and you still have 1,500. Do you spin the box for something that is potentially god-awful and get stuck with a car 98k? Or just go ahead and replace your 1911 with the Thompson so you have a decent backup gun so you can get all the ammo out with your car 98k, and, it's just a good gun. It's a good starter gun. It's a great starter gun. And it's even good for late game sometimes if you do pack. But it's always just been in a convenient spot because on Nocturne Toten, there's, it's in the Thompson Walleye is in the only training area. And Treyarch kind of went forward with this idea to buff the Thompson by putting it in every decent training area, or at least near every decent training area. Because you get on Shinonuma, you get the Arishika, I don't know what the fuck it's called, and you go down the stair door with 2,500 points, you have 1,500 left, there the box is, and right across from it, the Thompson. You could either spin the box with 550 points left, it's not much, and potentially get something bad or really good. Or you turn right around and you buy the Thompson for 1,500, replace your 1911 with something that is, decent. A good early game weapon that can last you until like 10 rounds if you just keep buying ammo, like any decent player could probably every average player could probably last till round 10 with the Thompson before they have to like replace it and get tired of it with its damage. But you could probably go even further. I got to like round 15 with the Thompson on Shinonuma. I was having a great time, even though I suck ass at Shinonuma. And then on Varuk's, which is, I meant to mention that before, but whatever. On that map, if you spawn on the right side, you get the rifle, the cheap rifle, you get 2,500 points, you open the first door, maybe 2 doors, I don't know how Varuk works. And then there you go. Thompson is right there. There might not be a mystery box to hit because it's a power, but the Thompson is right there. You can go ahead and replace your 1911 with something a bit more competitive. No. Compatible? No. What's the word? Come. Something that's a bit more parable. What's the word? Competent. Competent's the word I'm looking for. Anyways, then on Darice, you know, you buy the car 98K, you kill some zombies, you get 3,000 points, you open the first 2 doors. There is the Thompson. And the one thing that is very clear is on the only decent training area in Varuk for someone who wants to do like a round 20 or 30 challenge just by training, the Thompson is right there in that main training area that was clearly designed to be the main training area. It's the most open. In Shinonuma, the Thompson is in a quite open building area. So, you know, it's easy to just go grab from the Flogger training area. That's like the main area. You can just go grab the Thompson ammo, you know? It's just right there. It's good for points. It's a submachine gun. It's just like so easy to just go grab. Then on Darice with the fast 100 round strat, like the people who want to get round 100 really fast, they want to speed run that shit. The Thompson is right there on the wall for that strategy. It is there for convenience. It's not like it's mediocre, but it's there for convenience, and that's how the gun was saved in zombies. For the round 100 strat, the fast one, and that main training area, it's right there, you know, and the trap's there, so you don't open up the stair door. You activate the trap, get your Thompson, you just shoot some fucking zombies, and that's why the Thompson is the best submachine gun in World at War Zombies. Worldwide. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I really appreciate it. If you subscribe, I have 69 subs. I know. Don't be afraid to. I already have screenshotted it by now. You know, and I would appreciate it because the more subs the channel has, you know, the more willing other people are to subscribe. So even if you never watch one of my videos again, I would highly appreciate it. Thank you. Love you. Kissy kiss. Come. I'm gonna be honest, sorry for the fan in the background. It was very difficult getting footage for this video, I'm not even gonna lie. I am really bad at World at War. I didn't even play Baruch because I know that map is like the hardest map of all time. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine what it's like to play that goddamn map, bro. Nocturne Toad I can understand just because like it's not as claustrophobic as Varuk, and it's very simple and straightforward. Varuk, it adds complexity to the game, but it's still like it adds complexity, but it still like has that difficulty because of how crowded it is. Like at least with Noct, you don't have to open up a bunch of extra doors for perks and shit. But on Varuk, you know, you gotta do all that. You know, I don't know why I was having difficulty with Shinonuma. That's like such a famous map for being easy and fun for new players, but maybe it's because I just have all my memories with the race and I'm blinded by nostalgia or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I kind of sucked at World at War, you know, after playing Cold War a lot, which that's kind of why I like Cold War. You don't have to sweat to play the game, and sometimes it's a little bit of a mood killer when you die, like around 12 in Shinonuma. It's a bit of a mood killer, reminding me of how terrible I am at World at War Zombies. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Please like, subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and thank you for watching this video. Love you. Bye. Come.